Hello everyone, please take a seat. Today we will be continuing our lecture series on the Keepers. Where we last left off, Virgil and Jacques took care of some final business before departing for Amanita Town with Pandora, because a backpack to put your Slowpoke in is very important. The team hit the road in the Iron Chariot and stopped after a while for a little training session. While Pandora searched the area, the boys decided to do a little wild Pokémon catching with varying degrees of success. Now that their crying is nearly at an end, it's time for some real on-the-job training, getting a lay of the land and encountering something a little more dangerous than small birds. What test has Pandora come up with for our young initiates? Will Virgil and Jacques find themselves in over their heads? And will this test actually help the boys understand more about the world around them? Let's find out in our latest installment, Ecosystem. Hello, boys. We are back. Where we last left off, you all had fought some Spearow, had a bit of a rough time with that, and then encountered some Nidoran, caught the female, the male got away, and we left off with you crying as Pandora walked up to you.
Sometimes it feels like we're just all alone, and I know we're not.
You're not.
We're not.
No.
But we are.
I mean, he's probably gonna go find a family and be happy.
Yeah, that won't be a narrative hook later.
No. Wouldn't that, what? What are you talking about?
Sorry. Jake just has like that moment of meta. He realizes we're in a simulation. A simulation of a simulation.
I have an intelligence of 20. I'm pretty sure we're not in a simulation.
Well, you don't think time works, what was it, static or flexibly?
It doesn't.
Pretty sure.
Time is a straight line, Jake.
I don't know, man.
I have a 20 intelligence. I'm 100% sure.
Oh, did you find the scary beast?
I feel like I'm going to have to ask this a lot, but are you boys okay?
Actually, yeah, I had a good, I feel good.
We cried for like a whole week, but now we're good. Time is a straight line.
Well, if you're done wiping away the tears, if we're all good to go, are you ready for
I didn't wipe my tears. They're still on my cheek.
Well, here, and then she very tenderly, if you don't like recoil.
I don't recoil. I don't move. She's touching me. I'm terrified.
She wipes away the little tear.
See, we're not all really alone, but we are.
What?
Are you ready to do some tracking, a little training for later?
That sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, come over here, and she ushers you over to the other side of the road, and she gestures to this area, this kind of wide open area. Again, you're still in the sort of like scrubland, badland sort of area where there's some grass and everything, and you can see as you will continue further east, you can see that a lot of that begins to sort of fade away as you go more toward just straight desert. But right now, you're in just sort of this rough area.
Yeah.
But she says, "Well, have at it."
I think Jake is like intrigued. He normally runs around the woods and stuff, like that's his favorite terrain.
Right.
But I think he is immediately going to start thinking about this in terms of like survival and like, I guess, pathfinding, and starts looking around.
Nice. Well, go ahead and give me a survival check.
That's a 12 plus 8.
20. Well, with the 20, you are able to pick up on the tracks that Pandora was scoping out earlier. You actually, I think, take a moment to just look at where her tracks, where her kind of footprints were, and just follow them to, here's what she told us to look at.
Scary lady, about 6'5", big muscle. Oh, no, wait. And then I find the Pokemon track.
Jake,
yeah,
she's right there.
I know. Her tracks led right up to us. Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
Everywhere you've been, that's where you're going. The information's still there. So if you're going somewhere, you're still going there after you've gone.
This is pretty much what we do. This is how we found those other big cats.
This is kind of the extent of it. You just sort of find sort of a spot and talk about things until something awful shows up to maul you.
This is our process.
Guys, I'm trying to look at these tracks. Can I?
Can I ask Ellie to like go look around?
Yeah, perception check?
Yeah.
Sure she can.
So that is 16. Thanks, Joe, for doing that math for me.
16. You send her off to make her little perception check as there's a bit of thunder and heat lightning above. It's still a very dry looking day out here, but just in this very dry air. On the horizon, actually, you hear it coming more so from the east. It's very ominous over there. But so she's looking around. Are you having her try to look for anything specific?
Tracking.
Just tracking. Okay, so just kind of like helping with the tracking. And everything. Yeah. So I think that you've picked up on the tracks, Jacques, and Ellie is now kind of scouting ahead a little bit, kind of sniffing them out, seeing what's going on. With your 20, I will say that you can tell that these tracks do look very reptilian in nature.
They're reptilian and they got like the nice like claw and sort of
claw and everything.
We're following a dinosaur.
It's Godzilla.
Something or other. You also notice it's interesting because at some points, like it seems like it's somewhat quadrupedal, but then at certain points it's up on 2 legs.
Oh.
And then back down.
It's an aerodactyl.
Scratches up on a boulder for a second.
Right.
Oh, wow. I'm going to toss an oran to my hoot hoot. Oh, Valley of Plenty.
Great. You toss an orange berry to your hoot hoot.
What is that, 2d4 plus?
I got it. Orange berry, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Chapow. 2. Chapow. 1. Cut that. Damn.
Oh, that hurt my intestines.
I think I'm leading with Alain. As that was cloud to ground lightning. Can we look outside?
Back in it. So what you got from that oranberry?
5, and I said a swear word, and then lightning struck.
Side note, you hit record and the rain stopped. Like straight up on it.
Huh.
The universe provides.
That'll work.
Another lightning strike.
No, it doesn't. It provides lightning to your brain.
So a hot 5 hit points for Alain the Hoot Hoot, and you all are following these tracks. How are
I
you
rolled
going
an
about
89. What Pokemon do I find, old man?
Oh, you're looking for a Wabamo?
No, I'm kidding.
Do you want to know?
No.
Was that actually what that was?
I was just rolling.
Do you want to keep an eye out as you all go?
No.
Along your merry way?
No, that's not what we're doing, and I'm too intimidated by the big lady to not just do what she says. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
I'm going to potion the Hoot Hoot.
Do you think a potion is just a juiced orange berry?
Oh yeah, it's like
just
a
like
it's a green smoothie.
That people are like, hey, buy this potion, and we're like, but you could just eat it. Oh, don't swear again.
There we go. Well, that's 7 points. It was a 4 or 1, and then the plus 2.
Okay, so better.
On a scale of 1 to 21, he looks at about a 20.
Okay, well that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Woo, woo. How did I describe Elaine again? I named him after a knight.
He has a goatee.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
he's got the evil goatee.
Got the evil villain goatee.
Yeah.
That's
very true.
I care.
Thank you. I'd forgotten. I'm sorry.
He's got a lot of awful features for all of his terrible children to remember.
It's true. I'm going to start keeping a exhaustive Pokedex, but just of the malformations of my Pokemon. Entry 1, Chev is Geralt's. All right?
That eats Pokemon for fun.
As you do.
That was established episode 1 when he was eating Pidgeys. And then we fought a Pidgey and it beat you.
It just beat the crap out of him.
So you all are following these tracks. As you all are going along, you do note that you seem to be coming close to a bit more of greenery and everything as you're following along. Vegetation in a sort of, localized area. But how all are you proceeding as
Stealthily.
Stealthily?
I think for once, yes, I'm going to take the cue from Virgil and be stealthy.
I'm scared of whatever this big woman has found for us. I'm also scared of... I think I'm stealthing from her, too. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm terrified of her.
I think if there's anything to be gleaned from the environment changing and whether or not this Pokemon might have left more ephemera of itself, like do we see scales or like singe marks or anything like that, Jacques is going to be keeping his eye open for such evidence.
Okay. I could let you do another nature check as you're sneaking along your way. Give me those stealths first, though.
Can I also give a potion to to Chud.
Yeah, potion chud up.
Oh,
Chud potion.
that's a 20 unnatural for Jacques on stealth.
Ooh.
I should be doing this more often.
Hey, that actually kind of works.
That's a 19.
A 19. So you all stealthily start making your way into this greener area. Go ahead and give me that other nature check if you want to figure more out.
Absolutely. And that's a 16 on Nature.
Nice.
Nature. I rolled a 14 and I add, I think, 8. A 22.
Between the two of you, you are definitely able to gather that as you're walking along, you notice that the area is getting greener and also the ground is getting muddier in this area. It starts getting very muddy, and you all are still able to stealth through this zone without slurping too much. You're able to find, drier patches or grassier patches to kind of hop between to keep yourselves from getting too loud and noisy with your steps as you approach. Pandora is stealthing along behind you, just keeping an eye on things.
Does she see me? Oh, she gets advantage.
Since she was looking directly at you.
That's fine. Whatever. Jeez.
She knows your general area. There are some points where you are shorter than the tall grass and you kind of duck in there and lose your sight of you specifically.
I multi-classed as rogue when we got all those levels. I didn't tell you.
Oh, I see. That makes
I
sense.
took 3 levels in rogue.
Assassin.
Yep.
As you're approaching and stealthing, you do notice that you seem to be approaching some sort of probably watering hole or something of that sort. And as you're following the tracks, you do notice that along with the reptilian feet markings, there also seems to be a tail was sloshing through the mud as well.
Oh. Hey, Virgil, hold up a second.
Okay.
I think I need to call an audible here.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going...
An audible. What's that mean?
Audible.
That hurt me.
Inaudible. I need to be quiet. I need to be less audible.
Okay.
I need to be inaudible. And I think I take...
inaudible. I know what that means.
Yeah. And I take out a canister? Like the little sphere that you can, teleport stuff? And I put my head in it. No, I don't.
So it was like a metal ball that's not enclosed as much, but it's got sort of that metallic sort of framework to it.
I stick my fist in it. No, I don't.
I was imagining when you're I found a little canister, like the bank canisters. You're going to put the Pokemon in it. It's just going to be boom. Oh, okay.
Straight up.
Oh, cool.
Well,
the
now that you've
Eldritch
said it,
Wind tunnels
coming back. Oh, hey.
yeah. I'm going to give a little smooch to the nut that contains Tigray and pop him in there with a note that says, "Molly, please." Horizontal employment structure, Virgil. And I'm going to try to summon Molly the Sun Kern.
Great. Okay, so that is your one for the long rest.
Yes.
Cool.
But also, Molly, please, was very funny.
Molly, please.
Have some Molly.
Whoa.
Let's get turned.
And I start
raving,
spinning glow sticks in my fingers.
Hoot just starts using confusion.
So you put Tigray's Pokeball into
Little smooch.
The little container, the transporter, and you close it, and you see zoom, the Pokeball does become. You said it, so why not? It is almost as if it turns into energy, and you see zoom, zoom. Like when you trade Pokemon or do something over the game where it goes through the light tunnel kind of thing.
They become both a particle and a beam and a wave.
Exactly. All the things at once. So you see that go away, and then zoom.
Now, I don't think we established this because it wasn't my catch. What is wrong
with
Molly?
the Sun Kern?
I have an idea, but you caught Molly, so maybe Molly's fine.
I don't know. Is Molly different when one of us has Molly?
So I'm...
It's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
I don't know.
Sun Kern.
I think Molly... I'm going to put this out.
You put it out there. I think Virgil's realizing that it probably ought to be your Pokemon anyway.
I think Molly has an incredibly small mouth. And it doesn't smile like Sunkerns normally do. It's just sort of a line. So it's just kind of gazing.
Oh.
Kern.
I hate this.
Kern. Suppressing a shudder, Jacques switches out a lane for Molly.
Cool. All right, so Sun Kern is now
your active Pokemon. Who's your active right now, Virgil? Is it Ellie?
I mean, Chud's in my backpack.
Right.
But I think Ellie is probably active. I'm hoping to get a little bit closer before I make a decision on that.
Got it. Got it. So
It's probably going to be Juniper since we're getting into water territory.
right.
But I'm a little concerned, so I'm going to wait on it.
Gotcha. With that, as you make this switch, you all, still stealthing, make your way to what is, in fact, this watering hole sort of area. And Pandora says, yeah, well, you remember how I said that even though there's, water and things here, that there's a reason that this is not where the town is? Mm-hmm. You hear it first as you approach, and then you look and you see splashing around in this muddy, muddy water a large tan and gray hippopotamus-looking Pokemon that is like in the middle of a fight with this tan and black crocodile-looking Pokemon. Whoa. And they are going at each other with teeth and claws, biting and everything. So as you all are looking at that, Pandora says, yeah, so the Crocorock there, that's what you were tracking. That big guy's new, though. We didn't see those tracks, so it must have just been around. And, well, you just watch. These things are, like, trying to tear each other apart, whether it's, like, a territorial or whether this is, like, the Crocorock trying to hunt this huge, like, hippo thing. You see that there are, like, holes in the hippo's back that, like, sand is pouring out of and mixing with the mud as it just, like, is chomping down with that huge hippo mouth.
Ouch. Do they look bad then? Do they look injured?
It looks like this has started not that long ago.
Yeah.
Like, as you all were following, you did not hear the noises, but as you got close to the watering hole, you started to hear a bit of commotion. So it looks as though they're not deep into whatever this is yet.
Jacques, do you want to wait a little bit, catch some wild Pokemon, and then...
Yeah.
Oh, they're wild. I'm just kidding.
But waiting seems like a great idea.
Maybe wait a little bit and then surprise them.
Maybe we focus fire the one that's winning.
Yeah. Then we'll be splitting experience EXPs.
What?
What?
Who's Expis?
I'm just really intelligent. I'm 12.
See, I don't know words very well.
It's fine.
But maybe I think you're right. I think if we take one-on-one after we let them get us off a little bit.
Yeah.
Great idea. Can you tell anything about them? Like, is there something that our Pokemon... would one of our Pokemon be stronger against a particular one of them?
I can try.
You want to just do regular Pokedex on them?
Correct.
So, you know that the one is a Crocorock.
But that doesn't tell me their type, does it?
Correct. That would be your nature check thing. But it's a
Type is this Croc-a-Rock.
Well, hold up.
And then the other one is a Hippowdon.
Would nature checking both be like both my nature checks for combat, or are we outside of combat?
You're outside of combat right now.
I don't want to spam the system is basically what I'm asking.
No, you're fine. Well, you are in this moment taking the time to like actually observe while in an advantageous position, and they are very distracted fighting each other.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you're fine. If you want to, I'll give you like one for each of them or whatever outside of battle, and then if we're in battle and you do others, it's
Okay.
the standard
It's
amount.
what I've got. Okay.
But yeah.
Cool beans. Then I'm gonna just check their type.
Check the typing of each one?
Yeah, figure out what they are a little bit better. Crocorock goes first. That's a 14 plus, but I think all I need is a 12.
Yeah, as long as you passed well because of your class feature that you got as a researcher.
I know, Pokemon.
Pokemans.
It's real easy for you
Tell
to
me
figure these
everything,
out.
old man.
So Crocorock is ground and dark type.
Oh, so not rock.
Round and dark. Ooh, hippopotamus was a natural one. But I add not probably enough to get on the other side of it. I don't know what that other one is, but it's got sand coming out of its back, so I feel like I could guess at it, but that one's
Probably ground, right?
It's just that the universe can't sort of confirm your intuition there.
You're struck with like indecision.
Virgil, this isn't even metagaming. And there's sand coming out of its back. It's probably in some way connected to Mother Earth. But
we all.
But I can tell you that the Crocorock over there, that's a Crocorock, by the way.
Okay.
It's ground and dark.
Ground and dark. Which one do you want to take on when the time comes?
I feel like they're both really strong.
I can head over to the Crocodaka.
Okay.
Yeah, and hopefully Molly here.
Can
No worries. I'm gonna take. We're
Stage whisper.
We're doing too much actual whispering.
Stage whisper.
Sorry, we're whispering for the room. I'll go over and this is much better for stage.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
I'll go over and I'll take Juniper and we'll I guess I'll wait on your call.
Yeah, we'll have like the stage, the improv. We'll like feel it in the room together.
Okay.
When we both start.
Okay.
I'm saying as I'm going over my shoulder.
Bye.
Oh, the world's a stage.
Hey, Miss what's her name again? Shh, Pandora. I didn't even need to look it up because I have photographic memory. Miss Pandora.
We've also spent a lot of time together recently.
That's true. Don't bring your ish because Andrew was talking, okay? I'm really adorable and I remember everything. Don't let us die.
No, that's the
No, I
explicit
know,
reason
but-
why I'm here.
Yep. Don't let us die.
Well,
And I
don't
walk
lose an
away.
arm.
I don't fear death.
What?
What?
Okay. I have a great fear of death.
Saying yes and feeling what his scene partner is doing, I think Jake Weiss is going to wait, still crouched, I guess, in the scrub, waiting for the exact moment to spring out and hurl Molly at this Krokorok.
Nice.
Have they been going at it for a little bit?
We
been
gave
going
them
at
enough
it.
time talking.
Let's see. You've heard the horrific sounds of them
I mean,
trying to just like rend the
It's
flesh.
a hippo and a crocodile fighting, right? Like we're
Yeah.
Okay.
It's violent.
okay.
Let's see. I'm just going to roll flat d20s just to see how he's doing.
Okay.
So, as this has been going on, the Krokorok has been using its dexterity. It's smaller and, quicker than the Hippowdon. So it has been able to maneuver around more and, bite at the body of the Hippowdon as the hippo tries to, bring
One
its
I'm fighting has less hit points.
big body around. It does, however, at one point manage to bite a big chunk into the tail of the Krokorok. As it looks with its behind its burglar mask, it looks over.
It was perfect for you. There was no way you were not going to end up going to that crocodile.
Absolutely.
I would have forced it had you not gone willingly.
But it continues to try and bite at the hippo and is gaining the upper hand. They have still not noticed you, but you can see that the Krokorok is at this point winning.
They are taking damage, though.
Yes, quite a
guys-
substantial amount.
Can I hit a timeout real fast? I just had a narrative realization.
Uh-huh.
Based on the Pokemon and the type of Pokemon Jake Weiss is catching,
Yes.
at some point, is there going to be a fallout between Team Catapult and Jake Weiss is actually going to start Team Rocket?
You caught the dark one.
No, I know. It wasn't.
You mean not dark?
I don't mean dark. I mean
Oh,
like,
you mean like they're,
yeah. That you have all criminals.
they're criminals?
I assumed this was going to be cut anyway.
no.
But you know what I mean? Like, narratively, right?
Yes.
You're on track for, starting Team Rocket.
Life is the danger's edge, man.
But maybe
razor's edge.
Maybe my intelligence will start it. Who knows?
Maybe, maybe he's just like the biker gangs who are like, we do bike runs for charity.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
That's fair.
I also think that there is nothing more potentially calamitous than teamwork. So I feel like if we create something evil, it will be together.
That's true. I 100% agree.
Or good.
I didn't think it was an actual thing.
Yeah,
It was sitting
it's
down. I was
funny.
like, this is the plot hook to every anime ever in
Right.
existence. It's two best friends
But
growing
one of
up
them
together,
might be
but one of
evil.
them is a little bit up. It's got psychic powers.
One
They
of them
can't really
has
explain.
darkness.
And feels empathy for things, feels emotions of others. It's fine.
Yeah.
One's 12.
Great
You're
concept.
supposed to identify with.
Let's put a narrative pin in that and see where we're
Let's
at.
not. I don't want to go there. I want to stay friends.
no, just Team Catapult.
Team Catapult for life until we find something
More propellant. Right.
Right.
propellant. Better.
You're right.
As the future timeline just sort of keeps
Molding and
fluctuating and molding.
All right, they look pretty beat
Pearl,
up, right?
thinks of oh yeah, no, I've heard of Team Catapult, and then Luca's like, I thought you were talking about Team Cannon. What do you?
Team Cannonball's pretty powerful. Wait, now, are we going?
18.
18.
18 for me as well.
I got a 1.
I have a +3.
So it will be Virgil, Jacques, Krokorok, Hippowdon. What did you want to do before you get up in the business?
Judd, yawn. Judd's gonna use yawn on the Hippowdon.
Okay,
And
cool.
then can I switch to Juniper? I basically wanted to get a free yawn off.
Because these things are in the middle of fighting each other, I think that's your surprise sort of round for you.
Love it.
Before we go into proper initiative. Jacques,
Love it.
what do you want to do while you have the jump on them? You see just like a nice little cloud float over from Chud.
I think he is going to push Molly into the zone and say, do your thing, whatever that is. And Molly...
I don't know what you do. What to do?
Plant stuff.
Molly is going to whistle. Using grass whistle.
Ooh.
Hilarious. Grass whistle. What are you talking about? Molly using grass whistle?
And the Krokorok
I thought about naming her Mary Jane.
Dang it. Has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Would have been too overt.
Like John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oof. That's a 5. That's a 5 from the Krokorok on that wisdom save. What's that going to do?
You attempt to put the target to sleep. The target must make a whiz save against your move DC, falling asleep on a failure.
Okay.
It's gonna be sleepy up in here.
It's nap time.
They call us
Team nap time.
Team nap time.
Dream Team.
The dream team.
So you all do that as your big surprise. You immediately put the Krokorok to sleep, right? Because it's not a delay
Right away.
So, but then at the end of its next turn,
Which it might spend attacking a sleeping Krokorok.
who knows? At the end of its turn, it will then fall asleep. So that then takes us into initiative proper, as that was not a bad way to start for you boyos. Virgil, what do you want to do first?
From 80 feet away,
Okay.
Juniper is going to launch Leech Seed into it, but we're going to try and remain in the high grass as to not draw its ire.
Okay.
We're going to range Leech Seed. Basically, we're trying to sleep it, seed it, and then mutilate it.
Nice. Status conditions. Okay, go ahead and roll to hit with that leech seed.
Roll to hit.
Juniper the Sniper Bulbasaur.
Kinoko and
Natural
Sniper.
20. It doesn't do anything different, but it's a natural 20.
It's superseded.
So it's going to do double damage.
You know, it's a crit. I'll give you double on the first one.
Watch you instantly kill it because it's super effective.
Kinoko and Sniper.
Because it's not, like, Leech Seed, I think, is typeless.
Oh, okay.
Nope, it's grass damage.
Yeah, no, it is specifically grass damage.
Because that's how I killed.
That's how you killed.
Quadruple damage.
Well, it's 1d4 plus 1.
Times
Double.
4.
Well, it's just going to be doubled.
And then doubled. Zoons.
Juniper's just like...
It just...
Leech seed does damage on its turn, yeah?
Yep.
End of its turn?
Literally everything's about to happen on the end of its turn.
Yeah. Okay, dope.
That's why I'm trying to not draw its ire.
Nice. But you're 80 feet away?
Yep.
Great.
That's the maximum distance of Leech Seed.
Awesome. Jacques, what are you going to do?
Yeah, do something else. And Molly is going to attempt to drain the life force of a target from 50 feet. Mega Drain.
Oh, Mega Drain.
Yeah. Ranged attack.
Range.
At advantage because it's asleep now.
Oh, really?
We've got grass
Good,
range, yeah.
Because I do not have much strength or dex. That's a 16 minus 1. Oh, no, sorry, it's a 16 plus 1.
A 16 plus 1?
Yeah,
17 will hit the Krokorok.
Oh, yes. 1d6 minus 1. 3. So it does 2 grass damage.
2 doubled to 4 points of grass damage.
This Sunkern is stacked. It just has bad stats.
Grass type, man. Grass is lethal.
4 points of damage to the Krokorok as it slumbers. On its turn, it is going to try and wake up. That is only a 4, so it does not wake up from its sleep. Then it's the Hippowdon's turn, who's going to chomp because it fell asleep right in front of it. I think that it
Tactics!
because it hasn't taken
Final
any
Fantasy tactics!
it hasn't taken any damage yet, so it's got no reason to look for / charge.
It just felt like a little...
Yeah. So I think
It's been seeded!
Oh, I hate it.
17 plus will hit, and the Krokorok is going to take Oh, okay. A good amount of damage as the hippo teeth skunk down on it.
How's it looking?
Bad is the thing.
Catch him. And then we could get even stronger. We won't get as much EXPs.
Dream team.
But we'll get stronger.
We whisper.
Us.
We can't. There's no way we can hear each other.
No way. You're using your mind link.
No, I can't do that to humans.
My ears. Oh.
I can't talk to humans yet.
Yeah, yet.
If only you were a Pokemon.
Then I could talk to you all day.
It's like my mom used to say, Mr. Mime.
I love that this is slowly because you're accepting it.
Slowly becoming canon. So that is most of the Hippowdon's turn, but then it does, as it chomps down while the Krokorok is still in its terrible maw, falls asleep and takes leech seed damage.
I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3?
Correct.
So 4 doubled to 8. Doubled again because of your crit to 16 points of grass damage.
From one leech seed. And Juniper is now on steroids.
Robotor.
Her vines like come out and they have biceps.
I was just imagining like any anime ever when the big bad guy gets stronger and you just watch like their like veins like just like get bigger. Her bulb is now gold and glowing.
Yeah.
The dirt around her, the grass around her is now spreading out and it's going.
Yes, the succulent is glowing golden now.
Terrifying image.
You couldn't see us on the other side, but now the grass has parted from the pure energy. Oh Lord,
Virgil.
Juniper's gonna move closer and use a vine whip.
Vine whip.
It has a 15-foot range, and I guess if I was I 80 feet away officially?
I think you said 60, then 80.
Well, it is an 80-foot range, but I don't know like what point, like how far away the grass
Yeah.
is, if that makes sense. But she can move 30 feet, so I can either spend the whole turn just running out there. You tell me.
I think because you were specifically saying that you were cowering far away, trying to
Love
get the
it.
max range, so as to not, die from this
That
thing.
she's moving in. Okay, on her way in, she's going to use a growl.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Is that a save?
The creature must make a whiz save against your move DC. On a fail, it adds -1 to any attack it makes for the duration.
But what is the save? Like, what's the DC?
11.
11? 10 minus 1 is actually a 9.
Yes.
So there you go.
I was hunting you. And then for my bonus action, can I try and glean what level this thing is? Is that a thing I can check? If not, I'll just look at its hit point.
I think that it is with your upgraded thing. I think that you can check its level.
Tubby snoring right now is perfect for this fight.
It's true.
Yeah, I think that when we upgraded it, you can ask the level. I'm
Okay,
almost
it's your
positive.
call.
If I realize that you can't later, I just won't let you do it again. But in this moment, let's do it.
It's a 9 plus 8, so 17.
17. It's level 6.
Oh.
The higher level, the faster my level goes up, the sooner I can evolve Pokemon one level lower. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try and catch this thing. I don't know.
I'm trying to catch
It's
this
just
thing.
me. It's just me.
It looks criminal.
All right, that's my turn. We have completely audible to the game plan, and I hope it just doesn't die in this turn.
We'll find out. Jake Leese, what are you gonna do?
Oh my. Okay. Don't do anything more of what you can do. Good job. And I'm going to walk up and toss a normal nut at this Krokorok. This sleeping Krokorok.
Well, so you can, if you want, you can still make a nature check as well, like separate from the ones that he's doing, if you want to find out anything specific.
Yeah, I want to see how many hit points it has if I can.
Okay, I just wanted to remember that you can do that. He's
Yeah.
just better at them
No,
because of his class
I'm
stuff.
fully aware.
I'm just better at them.
Jake Weeze is also like, I don't know what he would do with most information if he had it. So I'll do a cursory sort of glance. 4. Okay,
4?
I'm going to throw a nut at this thing.
It's a sleeping Krokorok.
Do I have advantage on the nut check?
You do have advantage on the nut check.
Sweeping. He's a sweepy boy.
It feels weird not doing this with helping hand, but whatever. Nut check with just a normal ball. I don't see what's funny about that. Double 4s.
Wow.
Plus 5.
Good thing you threw a rando ball.
Yeah,
a
just
normal
threw a
ball.
rando.
Just the
And I just throw it in the pond.
yeah, you just miss.
Ow, my rotator cuff.
Do I see where the ball goes in the pond?
It sinks to the bottom of the mud and the muck. The sand has stopped pouring out quite as much of the Hippowdon. While this Hippowdon is currently asleep, the sandstorm has subsided.
Leech Seed doesn't stack, so.
I have one Pokenut left and one Great Nut.
How far is the how deep is the pond?
How deep is it?
Or not deep? How far? Like
Say it's about 30 feet.
okay, cool.
They're like in the middle of the big watering hole.
Love it. Just double checking.
But that is Jaque's turn. It then will go to the Krokorok's turn. Let's see if it wakes up. That is 11. I was starting to look to add things, and I was like, nope, it's just a flat roll. It's got to be a 13. So no, it stays asleep. And the Hippowdon,
No.
that's a 3, also stays asleep. Go ahead and roll that Leech Seed damage, since it is the end of the Hippowdon's turn.
Oh, it's a 1 + 1, so 2 doubled to 4.
4 points of damage. As again, Super Saiyan Juniper continues to approach the water.
Stinks you can't get temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Just sitting at 27.
Growing a third, like, a second
They won't
bulb.
do anything. It's actually just producing sugar. I think that's how plants work.
Oh, very cool.
So that'll take us back to the top, Virgil.
Okay, with one set of running, do you think I can get a vine whip in now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. She's going to use a vine whip.
So she's going to go, like, get into the water to get close enough to do it?
Yep. I'll just keep a wary eye.
To this very muddy, sandy
That's a 19 to hit.
hits.
5 doubled to 10. And then can I bonus action use my second to see how many hit points this thing has left?
Yep.
Testing the waters of how close. It's a 7, but it's +8, so we're good.
So 15, yep. 8 hit points.
Oh, no! Oh, no! I can't cancel the effects of Leech Seed, can I?
Maybe if you switch out your boy, but I don't know if you can do that anymore.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It just won't roll high enough. It just won't roll a 4. Just won't roll a 4.
You want me to try to catch it?
Nope. Nope. It's fine. It's all good. I'm fine. I'm golden.
So that's your turn.
That's my turn.
As just Juniper has waded into this muddy water, and she's, about like halfway up.
Plus, here's the thing. If I do kill it,
XP.
if Juniper continues to just be a lethal monster, it's just
good.
like I can't stop from killing,
It's a good point.
her and Chud will both get EXPs.
That's your turn. Jaquees.
Nut. Normal. Last normal nut.
A normal nut.
Your last normal?
Yeah, I got a Great Nut after this.
Okay.
Don't worry, I can buy some at the Pokémon.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, no.
That is a better roll.
Ooh, that hung on there, though. That was a 3, and then that second one danced.
That's an 18.
With an 18, you toss the nut, and it does make contact and actually suck this Krokorok into the ball. And it then falls and sort of floats in the water for a moment. As you see, it's in there, and it shakes once, and it shakes twice. The Krokorok bursts out of the Pokeball.
I'm gonna kill this thing. Okay. I'm not spending my Great Nut on it.
The Krokorok's turn. Who?
Doesn't wake up.
Doesn't wake up.
Let's go!
Let's hit it.
The sleepiest of matches!
Very sleepy.
Let's go!
Very sleep lethal. Okay, and then the Hippowdon.
Don't wake up.
That's a 14 as it comes roaring to life.
Does it try and wake up on the end of its turn?
It's a bonus action, and then it has an action.
Oh, I'm 15 feet away from it. Juniper's 15 feet away.
The Hippowdon roars to life as it wakes from its terrible slumber and looks directly in the direction of Juniper, feels the energy leaving it in that direction, and goes to charge and bite at Juniper. That's a 6 plus 7, 13 minus 1, 12. Yeah, it's a plus 7.
AC 14.
Does not hit. The Super Saiyan Bulbasaur ducks out of the way as the hippo just comes charging at her.
But now we've got a huge problem here.
Let's find out.
D4. That's a 1. Plus 1 equals 2. Doubled equals 4.
As this
It's at
Hippowdon
4 it's HPs.
is barely hanging on, you see that it's weakly just sort of thrashing about. And actually, as it was going to chomp down on Juniper, more of the energy left it as she was able to get out of the way. And that's the end of its turn, which will take us back to the top, Virgil.
I'm in a problem position.
Yeah, I wish
I don't have another turn, and it's not under the effect of a status effect, so I don't have advantage on this, which is problematic. It needed to stay asleep for one more round. Jonah, you sure? I'm just kidding. Crud. Let's just try it.
Just gonna try it.
Yeah, we'll just try it. I throw a Pokeball.
It's so crushing.
A 13?
A 13. You toss this Pokeball, and it just bounces off of the thick hide.
Juniper, catch the nut with your vine, so it doesn't get wasted.
She can make a dex check at disadvantage. It is still
Let's do it.
Busted.
That's an 18 or an 8, but it's disadvantage. But so that's gonna be an 8.
An 8.
Pretty good.
The Pokeball falls into the water.
Okay, change of plan. Do your thing. And Molly is going to cast Leech Seed.
Ooh, she casts Leech Seed. As the Krokorok is now aware of where you are since it has woken up and is just like looking your way and flicking its very like scarred and, well, not scarred, it's just bleeding.
14 plus 0.
14 hits.
Oh, yes. Okay, so on a hit, a seed implants into the skin. The target takes grass damage at the end of each of its subsequent turns until it faints or is switched out. Half the damage is restored to me, and it still works even if the original attacker faints or is returned to its pokey nut.
Doom, doom, doom. These little seeds pop out and plant themselves on the Krokorok, and as it is, doing that crocodile run through the water at you,
You know how crocodiles run.
well, with the little,
Oh, yeah, terrifying, like a Gila monster.
yes,
Monster.
it's that. It's on all fours as it sprints in your
Is
direction.
it doing this with its hands? Gonna do crimes. Gonna steal things. I'm really sad that I'm not gonna have this evil man in the party.
I mean,
I'm not throwing my nut.
well, maybe.
Sorry.
But just
I got
do it.
bad luck with
Just
nuts.
do it. Just put him to sleep again.
But then I won't have any nuts for the big things that we're gonna be coming across.
Maybe we talk to Pandora and cry and
Yeah, maybe we berate the DM into giving us more resources.
yeah.
Nah, I have a plan.
So, Jaques, that is the end of your turn. It is then the Krokorok's turn, who, as it runs forth, is going to rage and then bite this small
Rage.
seed.
It's a raging rogue crocodile.
Spin that great ball. It can rage.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Zorm?
Molly, no. Oh, Molly, no. Poor Mouse Balls is about to be Dunskies. Oh, Mouse Balls.
Ooh, you got pretty lucky on the damage. 5 doubled to 10 plus 3 plus another 2 from the rage. So that is 15 points of dark damage.
Zunes, my lads.
As this terrible burglar runs forth and just bites down on this small sunflower seed.
Do I roll my leech seed damage?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Shapow. That's a 2.
2 doubled to 4 points of grass damage, and she gets 2 back.
Yes.
Even if I roll a 1 on Leech Seed, it dies.
Oh.
There's no chance of another round.
I wrestle it and put it in a sack.
Okay.
For the Hippowdon, you mean?
Yeah.
The Hippowdon is going to
Run. Run away.
It's not going
Death
to.
is imminent. It should know it.
It is going to.
It's staring at a Super Saiyan Bulbasaur. I can only imagine when it attacked on the last round and missed. It went to punch her or something, and she just caught it in air and was like,
Bulbasaur.
It tries to bite her.
Spirit Bomb.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, well, sure, whatever.
14 points of dark damage.
Dang.
As the hippo maw chomps down.
Some dark and scary boys. I'm glad we're not catching them. They would corrupt us.
I don't want that. I just wanted to put them in a box and eat their EXP as a character.
Oh, I mean, I guess you don't have to roll the leech seed damage, but
2 to a plus 2, 4 doubled 8 points of damage as it dehydrates this animal to death.
It's a husk.
as it chomps down, it releases
becomes a
its
tree.
bite. Some of the seeds do suck the last bit of energy from it as it then sinks down into the mud.
Oh my god.
Wait, does question?
Is it dead?
Did I solve the problem?
I mean, you KO'd it.
My turn is next, correct?
So you can, since it just was KO'd, I think I've said this before, but when something gets KO'd, you can have one last attempt at disadvantage to try to catch it on its way out.
No.
The Hippowdon sinks into the muddy water.
Bye. You're dead, I guess.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, can I turn to Pandora? Is she watching this?
Yeah, she's back over there.
Did I do anything? Like, did I solve a problem? What happened? It's just gone. Did I kill it?
No, it probably just went back under the water to get away from you.
So what did we accomplish other than just teaching it more violence? I use a bonus action to see how much HP the Crocorock has. Well, actually, no. I've done 2.
Oh, gotcha. You
done
can see
2.
it looks rough.
Hey, Jacques, I don't know what we're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
I mean,
Okay.
I kind of just told you to track it. You decided to do this, and you're doing great. You're doing great.
You know what I'm doing? Metagaming. And I switch out to Arnie.
And I attack it, so I eat some of his experience. No. Can you imagine if I was that jerky?
That hungry.
No. I think Juniper's just gonna sit. We're gonna start creating character for this Pokemon. I think Juniper's just gonna sit at the edge of the lake and continue to drain it with Leech Seed.
Yeah,
She's not gonna get any bonus points hit wise, but that's what she's doing.
She stares
I
deep
think she's
into the
lethal.
murky water.
This has
happened multiple times. I've wanted to catch something, and this
she
Pokemon
just-
has just murked it.
This is your Chev.
It's true.
Yeah, she's hungry. She's hardy and she's hungry. Jacques, your turn.
Look at that smile.
I'm metagaming, and I switch out to Arnie.
Nice. So you switch
That's
out
what
to
I should
Arnie.
have done.
That is your turn then, Jacques, as the Crocorock. Then I think is going to just continue to try to bite down on just whatever's in front of it. It probably would be you if, there wasn't this small
tempt
Pokemon between you and it.
Arnie's like, what are we doing, boss? Oh, God.
That's a natural 1, as I think that, the Crocorock goes to, bite down on it. He chomps down, and for a second, you're like, oh my god, this Crocorock just ate my Pokemon.
This mouse is dead.
this small mouse is dead. But then you see,
With huge power.
with its huge
Comes
power,
great
the jaws
responsibility.
begin to open, and you see, it's got the little, springy kind of tail.
Yeah.
It's just straightening out the spring of the tail, ding, 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 like it's jacking up a car.
Get your reps in, Arnie! Jacques shouts. And it takes grass damage.
Oh, it's
because
true.
Leech Seed continues. 2 again.
So 4.
Yes.
So that is its turn. Virgil, you're still chilling. Juniper is glaring into the water, daring the Hippowdon to come back out.
Just continuing to eat it via Leech Seed.
Yep. Jacques.
Arnie is going to, still in the mouth,
In the mouth of this beast.
Jaws.
water gun.
Right down.
Right down.
Drink this.
Yeah. Chipow, chipow.
Chug-a-lug.
That is a 20 total unnatural.
Yep, that will hit.
And it's water type, but it's 1d6. 6.
6, double to 12.
Goodness.
It's weak to water?
Yeah, it is. It's ground type.
Oh, of course.
He unleashes a water gun. How does he finish it off?
He drowns it. It drowns.
Wash your step. And it blasts it. Boo. I mean, it's about on par with all the other.
He did it. It's not my fault. That's what face you just made. You were like, I mean, it wasn't me.
What better way to honor Arnold Schwarzenegger than to have an absolutely just clunker of a line?
But yeah, so that
Stick
happens as Azrael is in the jaws of this Crocorock, just stares straight down the throat. You hear just in the back of your mind that statement in Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice. Hey, Cheerio. As the water gun just goes down and actually it does the thing where it just shoots off and Azrael just floats in the air for a second as it's in the same spot and then bloop, falls into the water and then floats on its little ball tail.
That's my boy.
Hello, friends. Jonah here to say thank you for listening to this episode of Kinoko Origins. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our fabulous partner, Dice Envy. This week, check out the new Chaos Theory set. You've traveled through countless planes and timelines to seek the wisdom of a serpent older than time or form. Standing on blood-red sands at the edge of a glittering sapphire sea, you hear a voice speak directly to your soul. Only the present determines the future. Go forth, adventurer. The boon is granted. Not even fate can bind you now. If you're looking to add to your dice hoard, you can get 10% off of your purchase at Dice Envy by going to diceenvy.com/questco or by using promo code QuestCo at checkout. That's QUESTCO for 10% off of your entire order. If you're a fan of the Quest Company, please do us a favor and go to our page over on the Apple Podcasts app or wherever you listen to your podcast and leave us a rating and review. It is a huge help to us. We read every review that comes in, and getting more of those is a big boost to our visibility. And if you really love what we do here at the Quest Company and you would like to take that next step in supporting us, please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber. For as little as $2 a month, you can help us with necessary expenses, help us continue to improve the quality of the show, and get access to exclusive content and patron rewards. If you'd like to give us that support, you could do so at patreon.com/questcompanypodcast. You can find the link to the Patreon on our website, questcompanypodcast.com. If you'd like to contact us, you could do so directly through our website or by finding us on Instagram and Twitter at The Quest Company. You can also come hang out with us in our Discord. If you need links to any of those things, go check out our website. It's all there. We know that word of mouth is the best way to get people listening to a new podcast, and that is especially true for independent shows like ours. So we would love to see you posting about the podcast and telling your friends about us using hashtag Kinoko Origins or hashtag The Quest Company. And if you have fan art of the podcast that you want to share, just make sure when you post it to tag us so that we can see it. Tagging us really is the best way to make sure we see what you're posting and the best way to guide folks directly to us. Speaking of fan art, we've gotten some more awesome art since our last episode. Thank you to Peach at Peach Doodles on Twitter for sending us some fantastic art of the Thick King himself, Chud. Also, thank you to River over in the Discord for posting some awesome art of Arnie the Azrael and Lou Ferrigno the Buffer Free. If you haven't seen those, go check them out on our Instagram and Twitter or in the fan art gallery on the website. And if you have fan art of the podcast that you want to share, just make sure when you post it to tag us so that we can see it. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the wonderful artists whose music is featured in this episode. Thank you to Braxton Burks and Materia Collective for the songs The Adventure Begins, Pokemon Center, Team Rocket Strikes Back, Battle Team Rocket Grunt, Lake of Rage, Desert Sandstorm, and A Tale of Three Beasts Parts 2 and 3. Thank you to Daniel Rand and Materia Collective for the songs To Fell and Ogre, Hold Fast, Be Brave, Don't Die, and The Vile and the Infamous. Thank you to Dark Fantasy Studio for the songs Abandon the Inn, Death or Glory, and Rage. Thanks to Michael and Game Chops for Azalea Town. Thank you to Purple Planet Music for Jungle Antics. Thank you to Joseph Cash for the technical difficulty Samba. And thank you to TabletopAudio.com for providing the ambient sounds. That's all for me, so let's get back to the action and see what else the boys could possibly manage to get themselves into next. Thank you for joining us here at the Quest Company.
You have solved my puzzle.
We beat it to death.
You beat my puzzle
We just
to death.
beat them to death.
Now people can live here. Is that what we were doing?
Are we colonizing?
No. This
What?
was
I thought you said that this is why people couldn't live out here.
right. Well, no. There's still more of like.
Oh.
This was just an example. This was
An example of the ecosystem at large.
the ecosystem at large.
Oh, and the dangers of pushing past the boundaries of civilization into the wilderness.
Yeah.
Until such a time that our niche becomes their niche. Where will they go? Oh no. I just had a vision of the future. Humanity and civilization is going to be strong enough to beat back these people, these Pokemons, out of their own ecosystem, driving them to greater desperation to feed themselves or have a place to live and grow more of them. Oh my gosh.
This is why we try to
I
work
just
with
take
people in
Jake Weese's
Pokemon
hand.
together so that they don't try to do things like eat each other.
Arnie's flexing, and Jake Weese is having, like, galaxy brain horror. I almost called you Yora. Pandora.
I understand why we have to do what we're doing.
Right? So this was, like I said, this was a training exercise. I mean, you boys decided to fight them, and that's cool. You did great battling. Your Bulbasaur is still throbbing some.
I didn't like that.
That's personal. How dare you? Don't talk about my throbbing Bulbasaur.
The golden Super Saiyan bulb is
Juniper,
fading.
come here, and I give Juniper all the pet.
Here, let's go back to the chariot, and we'll just finish the ride. You did good. You tracked it down. You were smart. Yeah, you surveyed the situation. You saw what was going on. You used Pokemon that were effective against what you were battling. That was a good training exercise.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What?
No, I'm afraid of you.
I'm gonna need more nuts. More nuts.
Oh, what? Are you out?
Yeah, but that's okay. I've still got a big one, and just in case we a great nut, in case we come across something that I should put my great nut on.
Okay. Well, you've just got the one. Virgil, how many do you have?
I have 4 normal ones, and I have a net one.
Okay. If you boys are really desperate for them, we can. If you need some extras, I have just a small supply of extras, and we can just take it out of on the back end, as if you'd bought them anyway.
Honestly, that's what I would be spending money on at this point anyway.
Yeah. So if you're super desperate, I have a small inventory. I mean, they're not anything special.
Put it on my tab.
If you need
Put
to,
it on
I'll
my
put
tab, doctor. Don't make me sing.
She slides like a glass of Pokeball to me. On a long mahogany bar, and I catch
Pokeball shaken, not stirred.
I catch it, and I nod and thanks, and I drink it, but I miss because
down your shirt.
I don't know why I went on that reverie, but
We're here.
yeah.
So you guys go back to the Iron Chariot, I assume. Let me give you your experience.
Thanks, old man.
I know you're dying to know.
I was waiting.
That was a great fight.
Frumbus is just perpetually following you guys around like, that was 300 XP.
Thanks, old man. I don't have a metric for calculating that. I wish I did. I'm very intelligent.
You mentioned that he had a wife and you named her, and I've been trying to remember what that is. I have to listen back. But
Oh,
it
what,
was like,
Frumbus's wife?
it was like
Magungus. Magungus.
It was literally like Brumbelina or something like that.
Frumbus's wife's name is Barmbley Frumbus.
I think that's right.
No, it is right. I wrote it down.
You wrote it. Great. I'm glad.
That's just in case.
That's some quality DMing right there.
Man, I should have tried to spring it on you and then just been totally,
Blown away.
schooled when you actually had the right answer.
Okay, so it'll be a little less XP for both of them since they were injured when you got there, but it's still nothing to sneeze at.
I didn't know that!
You were waiting for them to eat each other.
Like a smart hunter.
I'm not mad about that.
I could have used it having some more hit points. It would have made it easier to catch.
From the Hippowdon, there is a total of 8,000 XP, so 4,000 each for Juniper and Chud.
Oh, okay.
I'm not mad about that.
Plus, they each get 4,000. God, I wish I had gotten my little UFO steel boy in there.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about doing it instead of throwing that Pokeball. Wow, or Ellie, because she would have gotten to 6. Oh, Andrew. Oh. Okay, she wouldn't have gotten to 6, but
why I'm glad I got
one
Arnie.
step closer in there.
Because he needed it.
Yeah. And then from the Crocorock, it was worth 4,000, so 2,000 each for Molly and Arnie.
Wow.
All right, so with that big old chunkling of XP, we did just take a second to figure out your level ups from that whole experience just now. So we'll just take a second and tell everybody what those were. Andrew, what you got?
Juniper leveled up from 3 to 4, and for her ability score increase, I gave her the Feet Extra move, which does nothing right now, but when she becomes an Ivysaur, I'll be able to have all of the sleeps.
All the status.
All the powders.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're pre-planning for her future of just total annihilation.
She's a stone cold killer, is what we've discovered.
And then my boy, my cute little man who touches his toes together, Chud, it's in the picture. He's like, they don't quite touch. They don't quite make it, but okay.
I'm trying to be, man.
I'm a little too chubby. Chud, my good boy Chud, he got 3 points, and because he leveled up to 4 as well, and I spent 2 of them in his Constitution, so his Constitution is now an 18.
Gosh.
And then I spent 1 of them on Dex, which still doesn't help, but we're starting the trend. We're gonna add
Just a little bit.
we're just gonna add a little bit so we don't have to add it later.
Nice. Arnie hilariously went from level 1 to level 4.
Nice.
And he changed out a bunch of moves. He threw in like some more water stuff, a little bit of a fairy stuff, and I think struck with a vision of ecological devastation from the future. Jacques is like trying to work it out and like doing like some agility, like jumping jacks and stuff.
Doing hit training.
Arnie's doing it too. Arnie's doing some hit because his dex has gone up.
Nice.
And Molly, hero, is now level 4. And has not changed at all, except that her dex has gone from a negative to a neutral.
Gotcha. She didn't swap out any moves or anything? Nice.
With that tiny little mouth.
So with that, you all are making your way back to the Iron Chariot. Is there anything that you want to do on the way? I mean, you see that there is a little bit of movement all around on the way back, but like you never have to feel obligated, but it is just a sort of natural ecosystem. It's a place where things live.
That's true.
I mean, are there other big things?
No, not any other big things that you see
Okay.
right offhand.
So be like little things.
As you all are looking around, Pandora actually says, "Oh, see, no, look at that one." And you look down and you see a track that is in the same vein as the Crocorock one, but is much bigger. Okay, yeah, that one. I made sure I didn't find one of those for you guys, but there is more
But
of those
I feel really
here.
good about our chances against it.
You probably shouldn't.
But you'd be there, right?
I'd be there, yeah, but I mean, do you really want to? Do you want to go hunting for?
I don't
for
feel
crocodiles?
I don't feel the need to beat up a lizard.
I feel the need
Pokemans.
for Pokemon. No, I don't have to go fight it.
I mean, we can go find a crocodile. Like I said, I mean, that is actually the one that I had a friend of mine that did. It's fine,
Except for her arm.
Yeah, which is not there, but it's fine.
but it's in a crocodile.
It ate it.
yes,
It being the crocodile and it being the arm.
It ate her arm.
she tried to ride it.
Was that around here? Was that around here?
Yeah,
She tried to ride it?
yeah.
Do we?
That's
need to
cool as heck.
Get, do we need to get vengeance?
Well, I mean, her
lost
she's
arm?
not. She's not. You know.
She's not with us anymore?
Well, no, she's still
She's
alive.
dead?
She's alive.
killed
This
someone else's
original
OC?
character
No,
is
this-
alive.
No, this is my no.
Someone's OC is dead. You're killing them on air.
What's her cool name?
Lala is alive.
Oh,
okay.
good.
My friend Lala is
I
alive.
got really worried about this person you just introduced us to. She seems cool as hell. She tried to ride a crocodile.
Yes.
I have a friend named Poe. They lost their leg to a Garchomp.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the first Pokemon that I could come up with that might eat someone's leg.
It does have chomp in the name, so I think you're
Yeah.
you're on brand.
Swish.
I'm not trying to get my arm ate at the moment. But we should keep an eye out for big old Pokemon in the future. I feel like we learned a lot from that.
Yeah, me too. And also, they were fighting and we stopped them from fighting.
Yeah, we taught him a lesson.
So maybe they won't fight in the future.
Yeah, we definitely ended the cycle of violence. We didn't become a link in it.
We did. I said it in the fight. I was like, hey, Pandora, I'm pretty sure we just taught them more violence.
Well, here's the chariot.
Wait, we didn't see any okay. It's the chariot.
Did you
Are there
want to just
Pokemon
look-
checking out the chariot?
They were more so.
Oh my
toward
gosh,
the,
there's a four-legged magnet monster. I didn't know Pokeball had it. No, I mean, we could just,
Up to you.
off mic, we could just like kill something and eat it. Or we could just not work.
Like a Pokemon or like a human?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like we
okay.
could just eat some EXP. Or we could just not work.
I'm up for anything, like truly. Do we want to keep going in this habitat? I guess that's the only question.
I mean, I feel like we're going to town.
Oh.
Like this is the last, right?
This is sort of last stop before town.
Yeah, let's take a little peek.
One last look-see around, look-see-loo before we get to the Chariot.
Okay, so are you boys trying to find something large and terrible to?
Is this Pandora?
Yes.
Honestly, like, look at Arnie. He's raring to go. And
Yeah.
Just something. I guess if we find something,
we got the blood up, you know?
who knows?
Okay.
It might be worth it.
All
you know?
right.
What's out there? Flip of a coin. Joe, hand me my coin. Red, bad. Blue, catchable. Ooh, we got some blood.
Oh, boy.
I don't condone any of that.
Your hunger is totally at odds with. Well, it's not, because Virgil's hunger for knowledge is always a good motivation.
Oh, so you want to look around and see some more? I mean, we've got a little bit more time.
I just wanna
mean,
see
we're
what
still
else-
on
what'd
track.
you
look at? What'd you look at?
My wrist sundial.
It's a powerful item. I've read about them.
Gregor enchanted it for me.
Wait, how does it do? Why is it enchanted?
Well, it just tells time
It
like
works at
normal,
night.
but it also gives me a +1 to my AC.
Ooh, I should get one. I don't need it. I always know what time it is. It's exactly. Jonah, tell me what time it is. Jonah, tell me exactly what time it is.
It's 3:47.
It's 3:47 and 32 seconds.
Here,
But the suntile is relevant to here. It will always be the time of here.
whoa, man, you're right. It's always
Because time
now.
is a straight line. You are always now
about
on the
that
straight
one.
line.
So are you boys gonna keep philosophizing, or are you gonna try to find
That's
another
how we
terrible
find
beast?
Pokemon. We philosophize until they show up.
Until they try to kill us.
No, I'll
Yeah, I think we're gonna.
I'll pull Ellie out and make a perception.
Survival?
Or what is it? An investigation.
I think that for this, how's about one of you roll a D100? Unless you want to try to fight another 2 beasties at once, it's up to you.
You're running this.
This is Andrew talking. 2 beasties at one, right?
I'm
Two
in.
beasties at once.
I'm in for whatever. If it's
this-
sufficient.
Eat more experience. Jonah's about to kick our butt, right? Like you know that. That's about to happen.
Right, I'm ready to fly. I'm ready to flee. I have teleport. It's
cool.
gonna hurt even more next time I use it.
Awesome.
No, you've already used yours for the
Oh,
day.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I thought it hurt because it was the 2 the second time I'd done it.
No, so right now you only have the 1 because
That's
you're
right.
like at the first tier.
That's right,
So you
that's
have the
right.
1 for the day, and then tomorrow it might recharge.
So 2. That way we can pick which one we want to fight.
Okay, each of you roll
And I
a
can add more Pokedex.
Okay, each of you roll a D100
Yes! You thought you could end this episode?
as the children seek death.
48.
I got a 63, but I'm looking stealthily. I would just like to say that I want to get my whole setup ready, and I might not even want to mess with this thing.
Are y'all going individually or together to look for things?
This is your show.
In the same area, okay?
I'm more asking of like if you're wanting to fight 2 things at once together, or if it's like
2 things.
or like
We're
individually.
not going to gang up on one
Yeah.
guy. You decide.
Well, that's
You
what I'm saying.
decide, Jonah.
Are you,
you
it's a
decide.
team
are you
battle,
looking for
or is it-
1-on-1 or 2-on-2?
You decide.
I'm sticking with my friend Virgil.
What were the numbers?
48.
Wait. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. And a 63. I don't know what any of this means. But I'm ready for Jonah to be like, it's an Alakazam, level 100.
I befriend it.
It kills you.
I love you.
It takes over you.
No, yeah, obliterate me, Buddha. Send me to the astral plane. Send me beyond.
Lord, Joe, we're about to die.
I'm ready to run, homie.
We could have gone to town.
Let me just build these
rested,
real quick.
Loved on our Pokemon. Are they good? Are they 2 bad boys? They're 2 bad boys.
I think I'm gonna be leading with
Look.
Chevy Chev.
Look, Joe, Jonah's got a tell, right? Mm-hmm. Ready?
I
Ready?
I think it's because we've been berating him.
Jonah, it's 2 bad boys, right? Yeah, it's too
I saw
bad.
his
It's
mouth
too bad.
go
It's
back
too
down.
bad. But it's 2 bad boys.
Smile and then down.
It's 2 dad boys. 2 dad boys.
Man, joke's on you. I'm just gonna telepathize and like become friends with them.
What if you can't?
Then I'll die.
What if it's a Geodude and it doesn't have a brain?
That's how I'm trying to be. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of things I'm trying to be.
I have a large brain.
Energy inefficient. Geodudes are very energy efficient.
I feel like grass type is energy efficient.
Very true. Yeah.
That's clean energy.
Brains are just like a huge caloric investment.
It's true.
Except mine.